does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly?
Your Jaguar Wright has made headlines with some of the most explosive allegations we've seen in recent memory. During her groundbreaking appearance on Piers Morgan Uncensored, her first ever national television interview, Wright unleashed a torrent of startling claims that have left fans and industry insiders alike in disbelief. At the center of her allegations, none other than music industry power couple Beyonce and Jay-Z. According to Wright, the beloved duo has been harboring dark secrets behind their mansion's walls, secrets that, if true, would shatter their carefully crafted public image. She claims, without providing concrete evidence, that the couple has been involved in disturbing activities, including what she describes as depraved rituals involving deceased individuals allegedly kept on their property. But the bombshells didn't stop there. In what might be an even more explosive revelation, Wright asserted that Jay-Z has been playing both sides of the field in the ongoing federal investigation into Sean Diddy Combs. She alleges that the rap mogul has been quietly cooperating with federal authorities for years, going so far as to claim that he's been financially backing the investigation into Diddy, allegedly as a strategic move to shield himself from potential legal repercussions. While these claims are undoubtedly sensational, it's crucial to note that Wright has yet to produce any concrete evidence to support her assertions. However, her supporters are quick to point out her track record, with many noting that her previous predictions and claims have often proved accurate. As one observer put it, one thing about Jaguar, she's never been wrong a day in her life. The timing and platform of these allegations are particularly noteworthy. By choosing Piers Morgan's show as her venue, Wright ensured maximum exposure for her claims, with millions of viewers tuning in to hear her speak. The bold move has left many wondering. As if these initial accusations weren't shocking enough, Wright proceeded to drop even more bombshells. In a stunning revelation, she claimed to have 3 individuals in her custody who are prepared to testify in court about their alleged experiences with the power couple. These potential witnesses, according to Wright, would detail disturbing accounts of being drugged into unconsciousness and transported to the couple's residence for unknown purposes. The allegations take an even darker turn as Wright drew connections to other industry scandals. She asserted that Jay-Z's strategy of self-preservation extends beyond his alleged cooperation with federal authorities in the Diddy investigation. According to Wright, he employed similar tactics years ago with R. Kelly, supposedly funding investigations into the disgraced R&B singer to deflect attention from himself. Perhaps most controversially, Wright ventured into territory that has long been considered taboo in the music industry, the tragic death of beloved singer Aaliyah. In what might be her most explosive claim yet, Wright suggested that Jay-Z may have played some role in the events surrounding the young star's untimely passing.
Publicly, Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. Period.
According to recent claims, Sean Diddy Combs isn't planning to go down quietly. In fact, he's reportedly prepared to take the entire industry down with him. Sources close to the situation hint that when Diddy finally takes the stand, he's poised to unveil a Pandora's box of industry secrets that could reshape everything we thought we knew about music's biggest names.
The Me Too movement were real. Why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Jaguar,
Guess they're on vacation.
if this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland?
The music world is reeling from a disturbing connection being drawn between Beyonce's latest track and some haunting real-life allegations. On her recent album Cowboy Carter, a song titled Daughter has captured the internet's attention, not for its melody, but for its chilling lyrics that some speculate may be more than just artistic expression. The track paints a vivid, unsettling picture, a scorned woman, a betrayal, and consequences that venture into terrifyingly dark territory. With lines like, "Your body laid out on these filthy floors," and references to bloodstains on custom couture, the song takes listeners on a journey that's far from Beyoncé's typical empowerment anthems. Even more unsettling is the narrator's self-reflection. They keep saying that I ain't nothing like my father, but I'm the furthest thing from choir boys and altars. What's causing widespread speculation isn't just the song's content, but its eerie parallels to whispers that have long circulated about a woman named Kathy Wright. While official reports state Wright succumbed to a brain aneurysm, controversial figure Jaguar Wright has painted a far more sinister picture. During a revealing Instagram live session last year, Wright challenged the official narrative, suggesting that Wright's fate was sealed the moment Beyoncé discovered her connection to Jay-Z. Adding fuel to this fiery speculation is the song's reference to a bathroom attendant, described as a big fan, who allegedly assisted in cleaning up evidence. The lyrics seem to shed the singer's carefully cultivated image, replacing it with something far darker. I did my best impression of a damsel in distress, this alcohol and smell of regret.
White's life was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming, and the Carters are responsible. But one of them is just a little more responsible than the other. Question is, did Sean Carter delete his mistress, his pregnant mistress, because his wife was jealous? Or could it be possible that maybe his wife's temper is just a little worse than most people think? And maybe he just had to clean it up to protect the brand's sake. I mean, I'm just speculating.
If those allegations weren't shocking enough, Jaguar later appeared in yet another interview. This time, she didn't just accuse Beyoncé of being involved in Kathy's death. She went even further, claiming that Beyoncé had allegedly faked her own pregnancy. According to Jaguar, Blue Ivy might actually be the child that Kathy was carrying before her tragic passing.
Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jack, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy Wright.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress,
yeah,
who died of an imaginary aneurysm, just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list. Who the f was these people supposed to go to? You can't go to the boss because the boss is f***ing you. And the boss's boss don't get no. Can't go to the authorities. They're all bought and paid for. You could try to get a special prosecutor, but they'll just pay somebody to reassign him to another case. Where the fuck you go when you get over by the industry? Nowhere. That's where you go nowhere, which is where people like me step in. You right, I go to Diddy parties to walk out, cause ain't nobody stopping me when I come. You Sean.
Hey, man.
Weirdo. I don't get no what you got in your head, that neural link. You'll never outthink me. Ever. All I do is frustrate your AI. You can't quantify me. You can't even control your wife. You gonna handle a bitch like me. You can't even control that goofy bitch. You should have done a better job. Maybe she wouldn't have had to lose her mind on Kathy. Cause you ain't protecting you. You're protecting her. Wonder why?
A chilling investigative report from Hollywood Street King has resurfaced, casting a dark shadow over what was originally reported as a natural death. The sudden passing of Kathy Michelle Wright, initially attributed to a brain aneurysm, carries far more sinister undertones according to this explosive exposé. In a timeline that reads like a Hollywood thriller, the pieces begin to align with disturbing precision. 2 weeks before her death, Wright was reportedly approached by a major tabloid investigating her connection to Jay-Z. Following this contact, sources claim Wright reached out to Jay-Z, suggesting she might go public with their alleged affair for a price. 48 hours after Beyonce's pregnancy announcement, Wright was found unresponsive in a Manhattan apartment. An NYPD detective speaking to Hollywood Street King raised red flags about the official narrative. The death is considered suspicious. It's far too early to speculate about an aneurysm. Wright's death occurred exactly 1 year after the initial exposé of her alleged affair with the rap mogul. The investigation uncovered a web of connections, including photos showing Wright socializing with Jay-Z and TV personality Claudia Jordan, who allegedly made the initial introduction. As one source noted, the receipts are receding. Adding another layer to this complex narrative, recent allegations have emerged about a clandestine meeting at Diddy's residence, reportedly attended by Jay-Z and Beyonce, along with other industry power players. The purpose of this gathering remains shrouded in mystery, but its timing has raised eyebrows among those following the case. The article meticulously detailed the events of that fateful day, a 911 call from 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan, Wright's transportation to Beth Israel Hospital, where she was pronounced dead, the pending toxicology report, with investigators suggesting the possibility of an unknown substance in her system.
Beyonce, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people, he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Mm-hmm. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope. That was super dope.
Finally, Jaguar is getting the platform she deserves, one commenter celebrated, adding, "When she spoke about Beyonce, you could hear the truth ringing in every word. This goes deeper than any of us imagined." Others expressed worry for Wright's safety, with one viral tweet cautioning, "Someone needs to protect Jaguar ASAP. The beans she's spilling aren't just any ordinary beans. She's taking on giants who might not appreciate their secrets being aired out." As the dust settles on these shocking allegations, the questions only seem to multiply. Why would Wright choose this moment to come forward? Could there be any truth to these seemingly outlandish claims? What might be the implications if even a fraction of these allegations prove true?